Hello, students. Welcome to a new session. I hope you people can hear me. Is it? So, those who can hear me, kindly raise their hand. Let me see. Yeah, I think I'm audible to you. Okay, fine. So, in the last class, we were talking about present tense. So, we learned simple present, then present continuous, present perfect, and present perfect continuous. So last day I did not give a chance to ask question because small technical issues and so on. So today we will like if you have any doubts and so on, you can ask me. So I'll give time towards the end of the session. Okay. So now today we are going to speak about the past tense. So in the last class we learned about present tense, and in this class we will speak about past tense. So past tense means the action which already happened, or the happened actions are said in a simple, I mean, past tense. So now for past tense also there are four subdivisions, like we can say, like simple present, I mean simple past, past continuous, past perfect, and past perfect continuous. So there are some four divisions like this. So in the beginning we will speak about simple past. So we will see what are the uses of simple past and how to use simple past in a sentence and so on. So that is with regard to this session. So before we move on to it, let us see how to write a sentence in simple past. That is, I'll just write an example in the board. Okay. I lost my pen. I think you can see this. I lost my pen. So the structure of the sentence is subject plus so this is the structure of the sentence. Subject plus V2 form. So what do you mean by V2? It is the second form of the verb is known as V2, or the past form of the verb is known as V2, and then the object. I lost my pen. I lost my pen. So I is the subject. Lost is the V2 form of the verb, or else we can say verb second form of the verb, or past form of the verb is used here, and then the object. So this is the usage, or this is the structure of the sentence. Okay. So there might be other examples also. So we'll discuss all those things in the towards the end of the class. And now we will discuss about the simple past. What are the uses of a simple past? Where do we use simple past? So that there, when a definite time is intended, we use simple past. In order to speak about a definite time which is already happened in the past, we use simple past. For example, the same example which I wrote here, I lost my pen yesterday. I lost my pen yesterday. I lost my pen yesterday. So here I am speaking about a particular time wherein which I lost the pen. So here I'm talking about a particular time wherein which I lost the pen. So here what I'm doing, I'm speaking about a definite time which is intended. So a definite time is intended here. Okay. So in those situations, we will use simple past. And there are some more things like, I mean, there is a common mistake to use past continuous for repeated or habitual actions which are already happened in the past. For example, last year we went to the cinema every day. I will write it on the board. Last year, I went to the cinema every day. Last year, I went to the cinema every day. So here, what can we see? There is a habitual action which happened. So when we speak about this habitual action, we will speak in a past, simple past. And then she frequently borrowed books from library. She frequently borrowed books from the library. So this is an action which already happened in the past. And so I'm saying it in a simple past because it is a habitual action which already happened. So in those situations, I will use or we will use simple past. And the next one, repeated or habitual actions in the past can also be expressed by used to infinitive. So you might be familiar about used to, that is used to infinitive. So you might be familiar about used to infinitive. So anyone who can say what is used to infinitive? Kindly raise the hand. Or what do you mean by infinitive? Anybody who can say? Kindly raise the hand. Okay, Aditya Prajapati, you may speak.
Good morning, sir. Hello.
Yeah, tell me.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, infinitive means 2 plus form of the verb.
Sorry?
Sir, 2 plus verb form of the verb.
Okay, very good. Aditya Padak. You can speak.
Hello, sir.
Okay, tell me.
Sir, 2 plus first form of the verb. Sir, the simple form of the verb. Hello, sir.
Tell me.
Sir, infinitive verb is the simple form of the verb. Sir,
Okay.
2 plus a simple form. Sir, like to write.
Okay, very good. Okay, so that is all about used to infinitive. So I think you people know more about used to infinitive. Okay, very good. So so this is one of its kind, like used to. So that is this is a use of infinity, a kind of use of infinity. So we will talk about all those things in the next class when we speak about infinity. Okay. So repeated or habitual actions in the past can also be expressed by used to infinitive. Like we used to play football when he was at school. He used to play football when he was at school. So this is a habitual action which is happening. And also there is a use of used to in the sentence. So in these situations, we will use the simple past in order to say this kind of sentences. Okay. So that is all about the simple past. So there are a few things like when an indefinite time is intended, we will use simple past. And also in order to speak about habitual actions which are already happened in the past, we will use simple past. And then towards the end, the habitual actions which are used to say with the form of used to, we will use a simple past. So this is all about simple past, and now we move on to speak about past continuous. So mainly, before we move on to it, we will just see the structure of the sentence. Okay. So here, this is the structure of the sentence. Here, subject plus was or were plus verb plus ing plus object. For example, he was riding a car, he was writing a letter, or she was riding bicycle, or I was teaching English. So here, subject plus was or were plus verb plus ing plus object. So this is the format of the present continuous form. Okay. So now we move on to see about how to use these sentences, or how to use present continuous in different situations. So that is to indicate an action going on when another one took place. I'll give an example. Like he was reading newspaper when I entered the room. He was reading newspaper. He was reading newspaper when I entered the room. So here an action is taking place while another action is there. Here he was reading newspaper when I entered the room. So there was an action which was going on. That is, he was reading newspaper. At the same time, and another action took place, that he entered the room and another man entered the room. Or else there's one more example. I was listening to the radio when the phone rang. So there is a continuous action. There was a continuous action which was going on at the same time, and another action took place. So in those situations, we will use past continuous tense. Okay. So in those situations, past continuous form will be used. The second one, the second activity could be replaced by the point in time. For example, I was listening to the radio at 8 o'clock. So here in the beginning, we saw that there was an action which was going on. At the same time, another action took place. In the same way, an action is going on with a definite time. See, replaced by a point of time. So here the second activity could be replaced by a point of time. So here the second activity can be replaced with a point of time. See, the first example which I said, I was listening to the radio when the phone rang. We can say, I was listening to the radio at 8 o'clock, or else he was reading newspaper when I entered the room. He was reading newspaper in the morning. He was reading newspaper in the morning. So what does it indicate? So the time, an intended time, can be replaced with a second activity, or a second activity can be replaced with a intended time. Okay, so that is all about it. The next one, to emphasize that two actions were taking place at the same time, like Mohan was reading while Ankita was writing. So there are simultaneously two actions are taking place at the same time. So in those situations also we will use a past continuous. The next one, to show disapproval using the word like, always. For example, they were always asking for favors. He was always disturbing me at home. So here they were always asking for favors. The use of always becomes the problem here, or because of always only we use past continuous. Like they were always asking for favors. They were always asking for favors. So in those situations also we will use past continuous. Okay. And the next one, to emphasize that an activity was continuous over a certain period of time, or a certain period. like often with an expression like all day, all the morning, and so on. Like I was working hard all last week. So here there is a certain period which is there. I was working hard all last week. All last week means a period of time wherein which the person was working hard. So that is mentioned in the sentence. Or else the second example, the gardener was cutting grass whole of yesterday afternoon. So the gardener was cutting the grass during a time period that was in the afternoon. So when we speak about a certain period of time and explain about an activity which already happened, what we will do, we will use past continuous tense in order to do the same. Okay, so in those situations we will use past continuous. So these are the usages of past continuous. So the past continuous is used to indicate in these kind of situations. Basically, when an action is taking place, another action is also taking place. In the same way, this can be replaced with a certain period. I mean, sorry, a certain point of time or a definite time. With a definite time, we can indent the same thing. So in the same way, past continuous can be used. So now we move on to speak about the past perfect. So here, the past perfect tense is best understood as the before tense. For example, when we wish to indicate that an event happened before another event in the past. For example, by 2 o'clock, he had read most of the novel. Or else, here the past perfect is used with a point of time in the past to show that the event occurred before the event, before the point. So here we are talking about by 2 o'clock he had read most of the novels. By 2 o'clock he had read most of the novels. So here, when did he read the newspaper? I mean novel? Before this the time, that is by 2 o'clock. So here we are referring a point of time wherein which the action had finished. So an action had finished with a point of time. Like when we wish to indicate that an event happened before another event in the past. So an action is taking place, but it had over by before, like by 2 o'clock. By 2 o'clock he had read most of the novel. So he had done an activity, that is reading the novel. So he had read the novel before 2 o'clock. So before 2 o'clock he had read all the novels. Or else in 1968 he had been employed as a clerk for 10 years. So 1968 he had been employed as a clerk for 10 years. So he had been employed as a clerk for 10 years before 1968. So the action already happened before 1968. So in order to mention about those kind of actions, we will use past perfect form. So what is the structure of the sentence? Subject plus had plus V3 plus object. That is, he had read the novel, or he had read most of the novel, whatever it is. So we are mentioning about a time which already happened. Okay, so that is why it is said as before tense. Okay, so that is all about past perfect. And now we move on to speak about the past perfect continuous tense. So usually this past perfect continuous and past perfect and all these tenses are not used familiarly. Like, so we use occasionally. Okay. So there won't be a situation to use past perfect. Okay. So in some cases, like we use a simple past or else past continuous, or else we use present perfect in order to say all this. So we don't use the past perfect. I mean, rarely we use. Okay. Now, past continuous. Sorry, past perfect continuous. So here, what will be the change in the structure? Had plus been plus so here subject plus had plus been plus verb plus ing from the verb plus object. So that will be the format of the sentence. Like, we had been waiting for half an hour when the other team arrived. We have been waiting for, we have been, or we had been waiting for so and so. So what does it indicate? The structure is subject plus had plus been plus verb plus ing plus object. So that is the structure of the sentence. Okay, don't forget that. Now, where do we use these tenses? So here in your textbook itself, it is written, this is comparatively an unimportant tense. As I said, the past perfect and the past perfect continuous, it's comparatively an unimportant tense. We use rarely, but it is used when we wish to indicate that an event happened before another. Event happened before another one, another event in the past. So all these two events are happening in the past, but we talk about the present past perfect continuous in order to speak about an action which happened in the past, happened before an event. Like, he had been waiting for half an hour when the other team arrived. So the other team already arrived, and we had been, so sorry, they are waiting there, but the other team did not come. Like, we had been waiting for half an hour, so already an action happened, and another action happened at the same time. Okay. He had been working for the company for 10 years when he was promoted. So here, what does it indicate? And already, sorry, in the past, already an action is happening. In the past already happened. So that was a continuous action. At the same time, and another action also happened. Like, he had been working for the company for 10 years when he was promoted. So the sentence when he was promoted, that is also in the past. And before that, what happened? He had been working. So before promotion, he had been working for the company. So that is all about the past perfect continuous tense. And today we discussed about simple past, past continuous, and past perfect and past perfect continuous. So this is all about the session, and we will discuss about the future tense and the future continuous, future perfect continuous, and future perfect and so on in the next class. Okay, thank you.